disaster unfolds in Alberta. The dark turn of a long-anticipated separation. Alberta is currently witnessing a significant political upheaval marked by the emergence of the Republican Party of Alberta. This new party is stirring intense debates about provincial autonomy and the potential for separation from Canada, raising alarms about political fragmentation and its implications for Alberta's future. The province has a long history of discontent with federal governance, and recent developments hint at an escalation of these sentiments. The Republican Party of Alberta, led by Cameron Davies, has positioned itself as a champion of Alberta First policies. It aims to address the grievances of many Albertans who feel that their interests are not adequately represented by the current government, particularly by the United Conservative Party, UCP, under Premier Danielle Smith. Recent polls indicate a growing sentiment for independence, with a significant portion of Albertans expressing a desire for self-determination. This push for autonomy reflects a broader trend of regional discontent that has been simmering for years, fueled by economic frustrations and perceived neglect from Ottawa. At a town hall event in Edmonton, organized by Rebel News, the Republican Party had the opportunity to present its platform. However, the presentation was met with criticism for being disorganized and lacking preparation. The speaker representing the party was reportedly unprepared and unaware that they were expected to speak, which raised questions about the party's professionalism and commitment to its platform. This lack of readiness at a key public event undermines the party's credibility and suggests deeper issues within its organization. Voters looking for a viable alternative to the status quo may find it challenging to rally behind a party that cannot effectively communicate its vision. Cameron Davies, the party's candidate for the old Stidsbury Three Hills riding, has a controversial political history that adds another layer of complexity to the party's narrative. Previously a staffer for the UCP, he was involved in a scandal related to campaign financing during Jason Kenney's leadership bid. This scandal resulted in significant fines for obstructing an investigation into allegations of donation laundering, raising serious questions about Davies' leadership and the ethical standards of the party itself. Such a background could alienate potential supporters who are looking for a fresh start in Alberta's political landscape. The shadow of this controversy looms large, casting doubt on the Republican Party's integrity and commitment to ethical governance. The internal dynamics of the Republican Party have also come under scrutiny. The appointment of Davies as the party's candidate has sparked dissatisfaction among party members who felt sidelined in the decision-making process. This lack of transparency in leadership choices has further fueled doubts about the party's authenticity and its commitment to representing the interests of ordinary Albertans. When party members feel excluded from important decisions, it can lead to disillusionment and a loss of trust in the party's direction. The risk of internal conflict may hinder the party's ability to present a united front to voters, undermining its credibility as a legitimate alternative. Critics argue that the emergence of the Republican Party of Alberta could mirror the situation with the Federal People's Party of Canada, PPC, which has also faced accusations of splitting the Conservative vote. This fragmentation poses a significant risk, as it could inadvertently benefit opposition parties like the NDP, complicating the political landscape further. Many Conservatives fear that without a united front, their chances of effectively challenging the current government diminish, leaving them vulnerable to losing ground in future elections. The prospect of vote splitting could lead to scenarios where the Conservative base is divided, potentially allowing more left-leaning parties to gain traction in traditionally conservative areas. Former Premier Jason Kenney has been vocal in his criticism of the new party, labeling it a cynical attempt to exploit public frustration for personal gain. His remarks reflect growing concerns that the Republican Party may not be genuinely committed to advocating for Alberta's interests, but rather engaging in traditional political maneuvering. Kenney's perspective resonates with many who believe that the party's actions could distract from the real issues facing the province, such as economic recovery and social cohesion. His warnings serve as a reminder that the political landscape is fraught with complexities, and that simple solutions may not adequately address the multifaceted challenges Alberta faces. As political fragmentation intensifies, the implications extend beyond Alberta's borders. With Mark Carney now leading the Liberal Party and serving as Prime Minister, the dynamics of federal-provincial relations are also in flux. Carney's leadership may influence how Alberta's calls for independence are received at the national level, potentially complicating the dialogue around provincial autonomy. His approach to managing Alberta's concerns will be critical in determining whether the province feels heard or marginalized within the federation. The federal government's response to Alberta's aspirations could either alleviate tensions or exacerbate feelings of alienation among its citizens. Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the Conservative Party, has also weighed in on the situation, emphasizing the need for unity among Conservatives to effectively address the concerns of Albertans. Poilievre's stance reflects a broader recognition that political fragmentation could undermine Conservative efforts to challenge the current government and advocate for Alberta's interests. His call for solidarity suggests that internal divisions could be detrimental not only to party cohesion but also to the prospects of achieving meaningful political change. The future of Alberta's political landscape may hinge on the ability of Conservative factions to come together and present a unified platform that resonates with voters. As Alberta navigates this turbulent political landscape, voters are left to grapple with the complexities of their choices. The rise of the Republican Party of Alberta presents an alternative, but one that is fraught with uncertainty and controversy. As individuals assess their options, the questions surrounding the party's leadership, internal processes, and genuine commitment to Alberta's future remain at the forefront of political discourse. Many are asking whether this new party can rise to the occasion, or if it will simply add to the chaos. The electorate's appetite for change is palpable, yet the path forward remains unclear. The unfolding political drama in Alberta is not just a local issue. It could have ramifications for the entire country. As the province grapples with its identity and future, the outcomes of these political maneuvers may shape the national conversation around provincial rights and governance. The desire for autonomy is a potent force, and how it is managed within the broader Canadian context will be critical in shaping the future of both Alberta and the nation. The stakes are high, and the choices made in the coming months could redefine Alberta's relationship with the rest of Canada.